Hello, America. My name is Bob. I'm here today to bring you America's Answer number 10. America's Answer number 10. First one is number 19. Item number 19. IDs will be checked before voting and when picking up an absentee ballot. I haven't got the slightest idea why that is not already being done. It makes no sense to me. Obviously, somewhere along the line, someone has decided that a little cheating is okay. Also, when you go in there to sign, you let's have them do something else. Let's have them put down let's have a little fingerprint place where you can put your fingerprint in there. Little one of those little things you put your finger on, then put your fingerprint on the thing. That might be a added deterrent to cheating. One's got to wonder why these congressmen allow that. Okay. Item 20. Keep the death tax. This was instituted somewhere around 1911, 12, 13, somewhere around there. And there were some rich people involved in getting that instituted, and they recognized that they had too much power back then. And that's the reason for the death tax, is so that you keep a few individuals from running everything. In actual fact, for the most part, these the very richest 1% run America. There's 2,400 families that run America, or a goodly portion of America, through their corporations. Now these huge estates were compiled back in the 1800s, 1850, 60, 70, 80, 90, from the robber barons, they called them back then. They had railroad people, the people that owned the railroads, the shipping, the boats, shipping things across the ocean, and then you had the inventors, Edison and Alexander Graham Bell, the people that started the telephone companies. And so you got some huge amounts of money and power there. 50% of America is owned by the richest 1%. The other 50% is owned by the other 99%. But it's kind of worse even than that, because if you go ahead and put the top 5% in there, I don't know what that figure would be, but I suspect that they would own 75% of America. and the other 95% own the other 25%. So they've got a lot of power. That's one reason that Bush wants to get rid of the death tax, because that's what these people want now. They're the ones that put him in office. They say the corporations put him in office. No, the corporations, what about this guy that owns 25% of the company that says, give some money to Bush? That CEO is going to give some money to Bush. So that's the way that works. As we become more international, I think that creates a bigger problem for us as far as whom these richest 1% are looking out for. At any rate, on this death tax, you always see the little ads there. The guy got a $5 million company, had to sell it to pay the death tax. Well, Congress, you make it a little more liberal down there at the bottom end, and somewhere around 8 or 10 or 12 million dollars, they hit the maximum amount, and you give them a little leeway down there too on paying that debt if they own a business or something. Now that brings in between 25 and 50 billion dollars a year in revenue to Uncle Sam. We don't want to stop getting that. Okay, item 21. No voting machines unless it produces a written ballot that can be read by another machine. After the hanging Chad fiasco, they've gone off and had a whole bunch of different machines built. Everybody's getting in that business, it seems like. I think Congress, they should have, that was just, there's nothing wrong with those hanging Chad machines. They should have, they could make a machine that would do it a little differently, like punch a hole or something. I guess they got them where it'll just mark it. Anyway, these machines should be made in the United States by United States of America companies. I understand that a lot of them are being made in Venezuela now. And that guy down there, Chavez or whatever his name is, he probably, after you're done voting, he's probably sitting down there, punch a button and change your vote. That's just silliness on our part. And let's get them without a lot of software, maybe even no software. That software can be bamboozled. It's not good. Okay, that's item 10. And these machines will be tested by the feds. They'll test all the machines, make sure they're working properly. I guess that's all for America's Answer number 10. Thank you. Goodbye. And God bless America.